Sasha Banks hasn't been seen on WWE programming for a month now. It's a long time to be missing for one of the biggest stars on Smackdown and one of the biggest stars in wrestling. Naturally, any time that Sasha Banks takes time off, it seems to be this absolute bombardment of news, rumours and hyperbole. Let's cut through as much of that as possible and just try and answer the question, where is Sasha Banks? Hi, I'm Tom Colohue. Please subscribe to the channel for more news, breaking news and in-depth analysis. I'm the one who reported way back when all we were hearing was that Sasha Banks was laying on the floor having tantrums, that in reality she was having a pre-agreed mental health break. So I know a little bit when it comes to the hyperbole and the false reports. When it comes to Sasha Banks this time, after another break earlier on this year in the build between WrestleMania and SummerSlam, which I reported on this YouTube channel, there seems to be an absence of Sasha Banks once more, missing from SummerSlam, and really that match between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair at SummerSlam was supposed to be one of the key moments of the year for any women's division. It was being built as an absolute pinnacle, that rematch, with the idea seemingly being that Sasha Banks could then walk into a feud with Becky Lynch, although there are of course rumours and reports that Becky Lynch was brought back ahead of time, largely from Becky Lynch herself, and of course people in the know who do report that. When it comes to Sasha at the moment, there were initially some reports of COVID which have been proven absolutely and categorically incorrect. The main reason that they've been proven incorrect is that Sasha Banks has been out and about basically the whole time. Her initial absence from Smackdown, when we are told she was meant to be there, but by all accounts she wasn't, she actually spent in Las Vegas in preparation for SummerSlam, essentially going around to everyone there. She was at a restaurant when she was apparently booked for SmackDown, and there is picture evidence of her being there with a number of other wrestlers. She was there as an ambassador for WWE in Las Vegas, essentially going ahead and drumming up interest. That clearly wasn't accidental, that was clearly planned. The absence at SummerSlam came after reporting that she wasn't going to be in a match, then that she was definitely going to be in the match, and then that she wasn't going to be in the match again, which eventually proved to be the correct one. Sasha Banks did not attend SummerSlam. Instead, Becky Lynch stepped in. Now, with her continued absence, there was a report from the same people who reported that the match would not happen, PW Insider, that she would be potentially available for Madison Square Garden. She was available, she was backstage, however she did not feature. A number of women were booked for that show, including a potential tag match between Zelina Vega, Carmella, Liv Morgan and Toni Storm, as reported by Post Wrestling. So a lot of people were pulled due to time constraints, as apparently was a match between Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. So Sasha Banks may well have been pulled due to time constraints when she was originally planned to be there. We'll have to wait and see as to the tiny little details on that one. There is also a report from Fightful Select that Sasha Banks may be negotiating a new contract, and I'll have more information on that later on spoiler warning on Twitch in about 4 hours when I go live 3 hours before Raw and Smackdown to talk about wrestling news. What I can share right now is that Sasha Banks, her value to the WWE and to Vince McMahon is incredible. Vince McMahon has been losing a lot of battles backstage recently, particularly around the signing of new contracts. He's been proven to be furious about Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole managing to evade new contracts simply by choosing not to sign. If Sasha Banks has that ability to have that negotiating power, she will win big, because she is literally one of Vince McMahon's favorite people in the world. She's basically more of a daughter to Vince than Shane is a son to Vince. Funny old world. For more information on this, on Sasha Banks and on wrestling in general, check out Spoiler Warning at twitch.tv/Tom Colohue, Mondays and Fridays, 10 PM UK time, that is 5 PM Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, subscribe here for more information. I've been Tom Colohue. Please click like on the video and I will see you later on.